Welcome, nutrition navigators. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden risks of popular spices. So, grab your aprons and let's dive into the spicy world of culinary dangers. First up, we have nutmeg. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could possibly go wrong with nutmeg? Well, my friends, large doses of nutmeg can lead to nutmeg poisoning. And trust me, you don't want that. Symptoms can include hallucinations, nausea, elevated heart rate, and a general feeling of disorientation. So let's sprinkle nutmeg with caution, shall we? Next on our list is cinnamon. Ah, the sweet aroma of cinnamon. But did you know that it contains a compound called coumarin? In very high amounts, this little compound can be potentially harmful to the liver, especially for those with pre-existing liver conditions. So let's enjoy our cinnamon in moderation, shall we? Now, let's talk about turmeric. This golden spice has been praised for its health benefits, but high doses of turmeric, or its active ingredient, curcumin, can sometimes act as a blood thinner. And that's not good news for people taking blood-thinning medications. We don't want any unexpected bleeding, do we? Oh, and here's a little side note about turmeric. It may lead to digestive issues like upset stomach in some individuals when taken in large amounts. So let's keep our turmeric intake in check, my friends. Moving on to black pepper. Ah, the humble black pepper. Did you know that piperine, the active compound in black pepper, can interfere with the absorption of certain medications? It's always best to check with your doctor about potential interactions. We don't want any surprises, do we? Now let's spice things up with chili peppers. These fiery little devils can greatly irritate the digestive tract in those with sensitivities. So if you're prone to stomach pain, cramping or diarrhea, you might want to think twice before indulging in too much heat. And here's a word of caution when handling chili peppers. Capsaicin, the fiery component, can cause severe burning and irritation on the skin or in the eyes. Ouch. So careful handling is key, my friends. Ah, cloves. These little aromatic buds contain eugenol, which might exacerbate bleeding risk in those with bleeding disorders or taking blood-thinning medications. Let's not add fuel to the fire, shall we? Now, let's talk about contamination. Spices can be vulnerable to contamination due to improper growing or processing. So, always look for reputable brands and sealed containers to minimize the risk. We don't want any unwanted surprises in our spice rack, do we? And speaking of surprises, certain spices, when obtained from unreliable sources, might contain trace amounts of heavy metals like lead. And trust me, lead is not something you want in your spice cabinet, so be cautious and choose your spices wisely. While spice allergies are less common than other food allergies, they can still occur. So, if you experience any mild to severe symptoms after consuming spices, it's best to consult a healthcare professional. We don't want any unexpected reactions, do we? Now, let's talk about paprika. Some varieties of paprika can contain high levels of aflatoxins. And trust me, aflatoxins are not your spice buddies. So be mindful of the paprika you choose, my friends. And last but not least, saffron. Ah, the golden treasure of the spice world. But beware, high-quality saffron is extremely expensive, and there's a risk of buying fraudulent and potentially adulterated saffron. And let me tell you, unknown additives are not the spice of life. Oh, and here's a little fun fact. Saffron can actually stimulate contractions in pregnant women. So let's be cautious, especially if you're expecting. And there you have it, my fellow nutrition navigators. The hidden risks of popular spices have been revealed. Remember, choose your spices wisely and always sprinkle with caution. Please hit the thumbs up button right now to let YouTube know this content is appreciated. That will help get this content out to those who may need it. Thank you for joining me on this spicy adventure. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more informative videos. This is your Nutrition Navigator, signing off.